All right. Hello, everybody. This is Maniac 4 Bricks. I know I didn't publish Friday's vlog yet. Still a little bit more editing to go with it before I get to that. And I wanted to make up from last night's live stream that was supposed to be out. Hello, everybody. This is Maniac 4 Bricks. And now I get to hear how I sound. So I see Ninja Master 1209, Jinblade 8304, and Minifigure Collector in the room. Some of you may have known I was going to do a live stream last night, but since I was invited to another live stream that was going on at the same time, I went to that one instead. So I'm going to continue where I left off on this one, where I had a couple of sets I was building at one time. And you might notice, what's the title supposed to mean? ClutchBuild. It basically means I am helping Bricks on the Dollar, aka Clutch, building a couple of Lego sets that he had from bulk lots. And I'm basically helping with inspecting them, making sure all the parts are there, and putting all of them together so that they are ready for Warminster Brick Shop. I do get, rewards for it. I don't have to go into the real details, but it's actually a lot of fun because it also opens me up to a lot of Lego sets I haven't built before, and have them for a little short time. Like there's actually been some that I built through this ClutchBuild sort of thing that I've actually wanted to pick up myself. So the main set that we have here as far as the airport goes is set number 6597. I built a bunch of this through last night's live stream with the Brick Sisters on their channel. Check them out. They are pretty cool. They're people I've known in the community for quite some time, and they just wanted to do a collaborative channel for live streaming and other things. It was still a lot of fun. I had a good time with that and a couple other people on there as well. Rilo Bricks, I see you in the chat, and thank you very much about the channel. I know that quality is not my my forte. It varies video to video, but I am trying to make them better in general as time goes on. So I've built a whole bunch of things in here so far. I have not completed the set yet. I will see what I can do as far as completing it. The helicopter seems complete. The other helicopter seems complete. There's a couple of small carts here I have not completed yet. Yeah, I could join the podcast tonight, Jinblade. Just let me know when it's going up. There's this small cart. That one seems complete. There's this airplane. I still need to get some of the parts on the bottom and on the side. You can see it has no landing gear. But the plane itself, actually pretty, not too bad for its time period. I mean, by now, it would be like twice the size in all directions. Maybe even like 3 times the width. But still not bad. There's also a couple of classic sets I have off to the side. You can see some of them over here. I don't remember exactly what name and numbers they are, but they are still interesting nonetheless. I got a couple of them done, or at least a couple parts of them done, because they are still missing some pieces here and there. I will make those up later with Chris, with Bricks on the Dollar, that is. But just to give you a brief look at them. So this one is called Fire Station. I don't remember the exact number or year. I think it's somewhere in the 60s because this was before minifigures. And yeah, kind of odd for a fire station in the fact that it has the first car we have out here is an ambulance. The second car, if I could actually manage it, over here is the actual fire engine. And then the one in the middle is actually a tow truck, missing a few parts on it. But still, kind of interesting for having all of them in one place. And the tower on the top of it is supposed to be a little bit taller. I just haven't fixed that yet. There is another set over here that's kind of like a little town center, town plan sort of thing, where it has a bunch of vehicles, including this vintage truck. I suppose it'd be some sort of logging vehicle, but it doesn't really have anything included, at least for this batch, to show for logging. You just have a standard car in here. Kind of like the style of this one. Maybe a little too long in the front, but still like how this is done towards the back of it. Again, for its time. We have this small dump truck here that actually can dump backwards. Has enough space there for that. And then we have a tractor on the front with a little bucket to lower and raise. You can put this on different sides of it so you can dump it like that. So good to compare with the other dump truck that we have in here. A few shell printed pieces with it. There's also this nice little house that I've been able to put together, which honestly looks good. This would be something I'd like to replicate with more modern Lego pieces. Just a recreation of that. It almost reminds me of the one from the Walmart exclusive, which was based on an older set from this time period. So it all comes back around. There's also a crane in here that I built. It didn't have the base plate to it, but most of the parts are there. And there was another building. I just didn't get to finishing that one. So I'm going to move some of that stuff off frame, and we will figure it all out. Well, thank you about Ninja Master. Hey, Michelangelo. Am I saying it wrong? I feel like every time I say your name, I say it wrong. My apologies. I didn't know if it was Michelangelo or Mikey Langlo or something different that I'm not aware of. And now for something completely different. There's been a lot of Monty Python references on my channel. I don't know why. They just keep coming up for some reason or another. And I'm just, it's fun editing when I go through and I'm like, do I want to spice this up with a meme or a joke or a reference or something? Sometimes I do it in the video proper. Sometimes I add it in afterwards. Like, there was something I was going to tweet out earlier today that had, it was about a haul video coming up next week or so, and I added in something I didn't mean to put in from the video. Like, nothing in the video actually prompted it, but I thought it'd be fun to include. So, I don't know. I'll do that at a later point. I'm going to go for a second, grab some pizza, have fun with the set. I don't have a poster for you guys to talk to, because I know Brick Attack usually has the poster, but I will be right back with a slice or two of pizza. Oh, it's some nasty weather out there. So yeah, I would actually be out tonight, but luckily plans got canceled. It was very snowy, so it was a lot to. There was a lot of things I could not do at a point. Hey, Canadian Brickyard and Dave Frost, nice to see you both here. Yeah, don't worry, I'm gonna keep the food away from the Lego. I won't build and eat pizza at the same exact time. Podcast would be 9 to 10. Okay, I think I could stay up for that. I'm not worried about getting a video out tonight. Like, I could easily have just canned the stream and worked on a video, published that for today for Fridays. But as you guys know, Fridays vlogs don't always go up on Fridays. They sometimes go Saturdays. I just don't. Sometimes I take more time to edit them. Like, I've recorded stuff weeks, almost a month in advance, but there are all these little things I need to chop in between to make sure that it flows. This one, I actually was debating if I should do this on my phone. I did recently, actually, 2 days ago, I believe, I got a new Android as opposed to an iPhone for my phone upgrade. It's working a lot better. It's a lot faster, holds a charge better. I'm really loving it so far. But I figure, oh, it's snowing there too. Okay, King 7 Eric. Need to stamp the right. Yeah, I need to print a couple more labels out before I send out more stuff in the mail, including eBay stuff. But yeah, I got an Android recently. I'm happy for the switch over. I'm most of the apps that I use on the iPhone pretty much gone over that way. No problem there. And it's a little bit more space for me to record videos. I can still use the iPhone just without the calling and messaging features. So it pretty much works as another iPod on top of the iPod I already have. So if I need extra space for recording stuff or doing live streams or whatnot, I have that access. The only thing is that it's not going to carry over the data unless I add it as a new line or something. Let's see here. Nope. Yep. Okay, that's the right base plate. So Canadian Brickyard, I would have sent out the mail today, but because of weather, I was staying indoors. And probably better off, because it was slippery just outside my front door. And I was not really ready for all that. Like, it's still coming down. It is still, like, wind is blowing in every direction. Snow is all over the place. Not a good time. So, you know, nice to stay indoors, build some Lego sets. I do have other Lego sets after this if I get this done before the stream ends. I don't really have an end date for the stream, but I think Ginblade might be the only end date that I have. So, you know, for end time, I mean. I'm just trying to make some room over here so I can fit the base plates and keep all the pieces together. And I might have to move that tower on the side. I'll just move that one to the floor for now. The hard part is it's probably going to take a lot of space to situate this. And that's why I feel like maybe I should build this a little later. But the other part of it is, well, I'll know that it's complete, or at least I've gone through all the steps, try to complete it, know what pieces are missing, and then I could build stuff on top of that, because most of this is just open base plates. So I think that'll work. Hey, Game the Reaper, nice to see you here. Yeah, thank you very much. I really try to get the mail out as soon as I'm ready and able to. I also got to check for envelopes. I think now I might have to pick up another stack of envelopes. Hello, Dead Channel. Ah, Mission HQ. Very nice. I hope we got us a good price for from an antique store. Because sometimes those antique stores, they know what they're doing. And then they add on to that. Like, if you thought Toys R Us was a ripoff, you haven't been there. I went to one in Pennsylvania, roughly near Warminster, I believe. And it's not Warminster Brick Shop. It's near there. They had a bunch of really good Lego stuff there. I would have loved to pick up. but they were definitely over the retail price. They were definitely over the, as far as I knew, market price. Right, yeah, I've reused boxes and envelopes on occasion. It depends on how much I've really ripped them apart. I've had a few of them that I've really, shredded on or off camera. So I could try that again. I know that with the envelopes, it's a little more difficult because the sealing on the top of it usually gets completely torn off. But if I have the right amount of tape, you can make anything happen. Most of the stuff that I think I have going out would require at least a mid-size envelope to maybe a box. I know somebody wanted to pick up a couple of Hot Wheels that I had. There was one or two asking about like a couple other items. I need to, arrange the order for them. Like they got a couple items and they wanted to do combined shipping, so I just had to figure out how that works. I've done it before on eBay, but it's been a while. Let's see here. See what? This is kind of cool that they give you like a floor map sort of thing, the instructions on how to put everything together. It's still a lot of counting, especially for a base plate like this, of where this particular piece goes. It's like somewhere in that area. Wait, something happened to your monitor, like computer monitor? Dead Channel. I am currently building the Lego Airport set 6597. I don't know if it showed on the thumbnail. I've meant to show the instructions here with my face like I've done in a bunch of other live streams. I love that style. It's something very simple, and I've seen other channels do something like it where it's like, oh, you got to make an expressive face, and that, sparks people to check out the video. I'm kind of making fun of that, but also at the same time, I think it's a lot of fun trying to put them up and just make different faces at it. Just like my head in the corner, the thing in the center, so you know what it's mostly going to be about. It makes sense. Well, it looks like a video from 2007 because Trevor, also nice to see you here. I didn't see your comment before. It looks like a video from 2007 because the Logitech webcam I'm using to live stream this is a little bit grainy. It's just something that I know I need to improve on at a later time. The lights around here, I have been recommended to get daylight bulbs because the ones I have are usually just having more yellowish light to it, so it looks a little bit tackier and older and whatever. Daylight bulbs are apparently ones good for more white light, so it's not as like you get to see things crisper and clearer. When we were editing our last city update, we noticed a small cluster of bad pixels. Luckily, we had insurance on it and got a swap out for something new. Well, I'm glad that paid off. Because I've went through computers multiple times, and I definitely know when there's a problem, it's very hard to resolve it on your own. My computer, what I'm using to stream this link on. Hey, Graphic Bricks, nice to see you here. I know you're still gonna be up. We're just having a nice chat for now. Not even doing the building yet, but nice to have you in the room. But oh yeah, I could do one thing. I definitely know where that piece goes, according to the instructions. But yeah, what was I about to say? The computer I'm using right now to put the live stream on, doing a lot of my editing and such, it's an older computer. It still runs Windows 10 and all, and most programs are compatible, so it's not too bad as far as that going. It does get slow at times, but recently I found out the monitor for it, it has like this little band around the monitor that's been peeling off. Like, not too significantly, but enough that it's kind of a problem. Like, if it gets tugged one way or the other, it's going to peel out more, and I don't know what the rest of the screen is going to look like when that happens. Also, Merry Christmas, everybody, because you can see the... I didn't put away the duck yet. I don't know where the rest of the Christmas decorations went exactly, and I need to put that away with them. But yeah, that was something that was just kind of moved out of the room a while ago, because upstairs is very staticky during the winter, and that thing picks up static. Like, it'll just keep quacking if there's like any contact nearby. So we moved it down here where it's less static. Yeah, it's fun though. I haven't heard a quack all season. Oh, good, Graphic Bricks. It's good to view when you're trying to sleep. I'm not really gonna have a soothing voice to like make it nice and calm while you're sleeping. It's just gonna be irritating. But whatever, it works. All right, 11 in the room, not bad. Okay, I'm starting to figure out where these pieces are going. It's always a hard thing at first when you have like this much base plate room, but you get it figured out. I get around. So recently, I was contacted by work that I could work a couple hours, different days in April, like the first 2 weeks in April, right before Philly Brick Fest. And what was going to be good about it is I would get paid $25 an hour. That was amazing because it's like, wow, I could easily, like, if I have trouble with making up all the funds for Philly, this will be the week or two that I can easily make that up, because trying to save up for, hotels and things. Unfortunately, though, they got back to me and they said, yeah, well, we're not actually going to have everything ready at that point, and might be that kind of adjustment is going to move towards the summer. So I was like really bummed out for a bit, because I was like, well, I guess I'm going to have to rely on more efforts right now with whatever hours I get, and hopefully, move along. Because I want to be sure that I have everything ready for Philly as soon as possible. I still have a couple of Bricklink orders I need to make, and or go into Warminster Brick Shop in order to get sig-fig parts. So there's an expense right now I need to put out for that. And I have had some money flowing back in so I could pay for that, but I still need to be sure that I can pay for the hotel and everything like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah. I'll just use one of these. There, right spacing. Yeah. Lego Friends or Elves? I like Lego Friends more than Elves. And not that I don't like Elves. I'm not ready for it. Like, I'm not adjusted to that kind of fantasy. Like, I think there are some cool things about it. They do some goblins and dragons and like Pegasi and whatever. But I don't think I could really go into it to the extent that I can enjoy a bunch of those sets at once. I think I've only bought Aria's Workshop. And even that, it wasn't because of the set entirely. It was more for the parts. Like, there are some really good parts in there. From the, it was like a printed ruler piece. There were the scissors. The owl was cool. It's definitely good. It's just not something I'm ready into. Thoughts on the new UCS Hulkbuster? I would say kind of hefty. Kind of overkill, kind of overpriced. I really don't think it's necessary. They need to make 2 Hulkbusters in different proportions for the same movie. Like, I would have been okay if it was one or the other. And I'm sure that it's like, oh, there's a collector value to the Hulkbuster, and that's why they put out a second one at the same time. Sure, whatever. But why not do that a little bit later than the one that's already out? Or the one that's going to be out in the same thing, So I'd figure people would probably want to go for the minifigure one first, then the UCS later. Apparently Ninjago's ending soon. I don't really know. I haven't followed the news on it that much, but interesting. I'm not really one to be like, oh no. Just kind of like taking it as is. There we go. Now we got that lined up. This is somewhere around here, I know. You have to really count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's grab one of you. Yes. Okay. Good. Now we can move on with this, because it's always laying out the first couple of things that's a little difficult with the instructions. So let's see here. Hey, Brick Pasta, nice to see you in the room. Here's a couple other things that's going on with Maniac for Bricks. When it comes to Philly, I am still trying to plan on a t-shirt. I'm just not good at a design to get a better rendered version of my Sigfig torso. And that's basically what I'm going to make as a t-shirt to wear at Philly. It may also have something on the back of it to say Maniac for Bricks, toy collector, yada yada, or something like that. I'm not sure, but it's an idea. And I'm trying to think what else. Oh, now we got a missing piece in here. There's, I do have the idea of making a banner. That would be for my table. And it's not going to be about Bizarre Lego on the banner. And I'd rather just leave that as whatever is on the table. We'll talk about Bizarre Lego. I was thinking, as far as the banner goes, it would just be for Maniac for Bricks, so I could use that for as many conventions as I want to. I imagine I'm going to keep the username and logo mostly the same throughout time. I have thought about changing up the logo from, like, I think it might still be this on the profile or profile pic or whatever, but I was thinking, like, if I was going to put myself out there for something that wasn't going to show my sig fig, I would maybe have like an M4B, like the Nintendo 64 kind of logo, where I'd have like those same colors being used and the same orientation of it, like from the sideline. But that has yet to be designed and created. I still like the idea of it, though. Would you like to join me for my stream later this afternoon? Depends on how much later, Mini Brick, because I believe there's Gin Blades that I said I could join much later. Yeah, there's already a couple pieces missing in here, a couple plates. I will have to pick those up at a later time. Maniac, it would be so cool to see your book in the Lego House Library. Oh, the Lego House Library. I forgot about that. That would be awesome. I don't know how far that would actually go. I mean, as far as it goes right now, there's still a little bit more writing to the book. Graphic Bricks, I'll send you the updated outline in just a bit, because I did a little bit more writing today, trying to proofread a couple sections here and there. I'm trying to make it nice and organized, so that way if you want to find a certain category of items, you will find it. And then in between those categories will be like evolution of minifigs, evolution of mascots, evolution of slogans, evolution of, here's a cool one I had recently updated in there, evolution of digital building, or virtual building might be called. It's a great idea because, believe it or not, there's a lot of virtual building programs when it comes to Lego. And there's a couple outside of that, yeah, but for Lego ones, it's really interesting how they've done it over time, and I've been able to experiment a little bit with each of them. Maybe one or two I need to go back to, like building with Chrome or something like that. But overall, I'm really hyped for this book. I am not, putting expectations higher than what's actually happening. I will give an update when I've said nothing about the book. No, if 2 weeks pass and I don't hear anything about the book, I'm not going to tell you guys a bunch of information I don't know. Hey, BFAB, nice to see you here. I see you like pie. I'm actually not a pie guy. I'm a pizza pie guy, though. So there's that. It can go as far as you want. Don't hold anything. Don't hold anything back. Don't dump yourself into that book. I think you can. My hardest thing is I want to get the book comprehensive enough, and like it should have some depth. I'm expecting maybe 40 pages or so, given table of contents, acknowledgments, dedication, etc. still being factored in there, sources, things like that. I'm expecting the book to be ready to go by Philly Brick Fest, and that's personal. That's not anything by the publisher or anything like that of what I have to do. But it's something that I think will really help with the book in terms of getting the word out there, in terms of people obtaining the book. There's going to be a lot of people at Philly Brickfest. Who wouldn't? Why wouldn't that be a good time for it? Like, the Lego animation book came out, I think, shortly before Philly Brickfest last year, if I remember correctly. It was definitely something that Brick 101 was able to have prominently at his table, and it did well. I know I bought a book. So, you know, it would be a good time for it. I don't know about how it's going to go for other stores and things like that. I still have to get in contact. In case you're wondering, the contact I have is No Starch Press, and they've done a number of different Lego fan books, all, you know, unofficial versions or whatever. And I have a bunch of them in my collection. Lego animation book from Brick 101 actually being one of them. And it seems really good as far as, you know, how I will get to work with the publisher. It's just a matter of need to really send everything, get ready to go, and then we can discuss everything afterwards. So you can figure out, okay, does the book need tweaking? Will I get it out in time? Will it have the right formats, etc.? So I'm not making a video until I know that kind of information and know there is a significant progress with the book. Think of it like the Jeng bricks method. You know, when there is update, there will be a video about the update. I want to buy the book first day. Yeah, I will. Once I know that it goes out, I will let people know it's going out. But I'm glad that there is excitement about the book from a whole bunch of angles. A whole bunch of different people all over YouTube seem to be interested in it. I think some on Instagram mentioned it. There was one person that actually wants to review it for me. And I'm like, that's really nice. So I'm looking forward to all that. I'm really trying to make this book really good. I'm not going to make it perfect because I know that's it's a time crunch right now. But it's also like, I know I'm not going to have all the information in there. There's... At best, I can do a volume 2. I'm not really going to call this one volume 1 or anything, but I could see myself writing another book of this type in the future. So that way, other people, like, if I find more information or have more sources to work with, I can get more of that figured out. As it stands right now, I do have a few photographers that I can look into as far as material, even ones that are in the background of this video. The problem is trying to meet up with them and have a reasonable schedule. You know, they have things other than photography that they're working on, so I also do. I'm still working another job, so I'm gonna have to like work in between those and figure out how are we gonna make this happen. After reading your top sets you want, I can tell you write very well. Thank you very much. That writing could have been better. I will admit the top sets that I want had a bunch of errors in it. Like, there was one article, or there was one of the listings, I believe it was Amazon or something like that. Like, what's it called? One of the adventurer sets in the Amazon jungle. It was lacking a whole bunch of detail. Like, there was some, like, it just left off. No real explanation for it. There were a couple of typos I saw on there afterwards, and I was like, I don't know if I should fix these. But overall, I really did have fun writing that. It took me a while to actually set up everything, but once I did, I had a blast. The writing for this book is going to be above kid standard. Like, there's not going to be any complicated words in there, maybe like one or two every so often, but the idea of it, like how the thing is written, is like a little more, shall I say, academic. Like, I want this to be something that could be understood no matter what age it is, but still not be like pandering too much with kids, you know? Like, you have those kinds of books that's like, you know, they might be fun to buy through Lego or have some Lego stuff to them, but it has like a very childish manner. Just the way that it's written or the visuals and things like that. This is supposed to be a little bit above that. Like, it's still going to have plenty of visuals and things, but it still needs to have, like, here's how here's how this thing goes, and writing it well. I've done a couple of articles with Wikipedia that I've been able to use that same information and the writing style for them to work into this book. So I'm really happy as far as that goes. It's something that makes it a lot easier and a lot more fun to put it all together. Brickopedia, not Wikipedia, was actually a good practice for me. And it's not that I was paid for writing any articles. It was just, oh, this article doesn't exist, or oh, this needs a little more information, and I know about it. So I added that in. And not like trying to be a know-it-all kind of know about it, but more like I either have the product, I have experience with it, or something like that. Something where it's going to be easier and more comprehensive to those who haven't heard of this item before. It's really like I'm having a good time with it. I just want to be sure that I get it done in time. That's that's the only big worry that I have, is that I don't want things to go to the last minute. Oh, excuse me. David Puckett, who took part in creating the Lego animation book, is going to be at Bricks by the Bay. Nice. Yeah, David Pickett, that's Brick 101, I believe. Because David Pagano was the other writer for the book, a.k.a. Paganimation. Yeah, I did spell Lego wrong in the stream chat, but that's because you're just typing fast, It's going to happen. Ooh, we got the garage pieces here now. I forgot which way this model was even being built for a sec. But, yeah, nice. And I don't know why my chat stopped, but I'm going to see if I can move it down a little further. Thank you, Ginblade. I'll be happy to read a review from you. Hey, just because you're doing a review on this, you could say bad things about the book. You could say that my writing is terrible. I don't mind, because it's a fair way of, exploring it, a fair way of talking about the book. It's like, this could have been written better, or something like that. I mean, don't say it like, this book sucks. Just say it as, again, not like academically, but something that's like respectable. I don't know what the right word for it is, but something that's like, okay, we're in the right mindset where you get to talk, you get to get the information out. It's not going to be hard to understand or anything. Oop, I was a plate off, or a stud off, I mean. There we go. Yeah. Basically, anyone that is working on the book when it comes to photography or visuals, they will get a copy. I will secure one for them. I'm happy with that, because I know it takes some hard work outside of me doing the writing, but other people to put this thing together. Even some people I've borrowed a couple of items from to talk about the book. So, like, I know other people in my group of people that I've met in person when it comes to Lego collectors. There's a handful of them, like me, who like weird Lego stuff. And it's good, because for this book, it makes it easy for me to ask them, hey, can I borrow this item and use it towards the book? You'll get credit for it, etc. So yeah, I'm happy that I get to work with them for that. We got this door here. Got some windows to put up. Oops. That's... Oh, this one's supposed to be over? This is what I'm talking about. I'm gonna figure out everything's in the wrong direction. Or in the wrong setup. Might be the moment where I rebuild the entire set. Because I'm like, wait, how does that... Because this is supposed to be there, but that's like extra space for this. This is supposed to be there, and that's... Oh, I'm so confused. I guess it's like a phone booth next to it? Okay, that makes sense. We'll stream at 6 p.m. CST. It's 5. Okay, I was gonna say, if you were gonna stream at 6, you're an hour late here. Awesome! I'm glad you're enjoying it, Ninja Master. Is it legal to make a Lego book without the Lego group's permission? Basically, I need to be sure that when I write the Lego book, I say I am not affiliated with the Lego group or its affiliates. Like, I actually have a long list in the book outline that says all the companies that I am not associated with because I mentioned them or name drop them in the book. Like, seriously, there are a lot of Lego licenses that I've had to include in the book to be sure that, like, I'm not slandering, I'm not partnered with them. This is my own independent thing. You know what I mean? Like, there are ones for anytime I mention a Happy Meals toy. You know, I got to be sure that somewhere in the book it says this is not associated with McDonald's or whatever. It's easily like 3 whole lines, almost a paragraph of just those names. It's hilarious, actually. Now I'm looking at this, and it looks like it's strange. It's just really strange. I guess this is all supposed to be... Oh, this is all supposed to be one step back. Well, it's supposed to be a thicker, or not thicker. It's supposed to be a bigger place. I'm also trying to work on postcards. This is something I've been holding off for talking about for a while, but aside from the Lego business cards that I have, or Maniac for Bricks business cards or whatever, I wanted to make postcards that, for different occasions or different trades or whatever, I can send out to people. So that way I can do a little bit of, like, I know that other people in the past have done a business card type thing with their sig fig in it, or instead of a business card, or with a business card. I thought of doing something similar to that. It was going to have different aspects of my Lego town once I have it all assembled. And I think it would be a lot of fun. I think people would enjoy that, to see like different mocks that I've built in the Lego town on different postcards. Kind of collectible, if you may, because I have ideas for at least 4 postcards. Even though I don't have the town itself fully constructed and ready for photography, that's just something that's on the horizon. I may actually add a background into my beach town so that I can bring it together better as what it's supposed to be. But just like, you know, something extra, something fun to do to go along with them. Are you going to have cheesy speech bubbles? I plan not to, or if I do have speech bubbles, they're going to have like facts in them. Like, there are a couple of there's a couple of like collector, there's like a couple of minifigure books. I don't remember what they're called though. But they usually have a little round circle in there to say, here's a fact, blah, blah, blah. There may be things like that. It really depends on how it lines up. As far as the pages go, like, it seems like for each category, it's going to take 2 pages at least, but I don't see it much more than like 8 pages side by side. I mean, for some of them, it's like there's a lot of different things I want to show in photography and do a little bit of explaining to go along with them. That's probably one of the most difficult things, is trying to have a good word count, but having a lot of visuals with it, you know? Because I would love to fill that thing with photos of all these different products and events and such from Lego history. But I need to be sure there's a word count. There's usually a requirement for that when it comes to writing a book and submitting it to a publisher. Oh, I have to fix this phone booth. Let's go a little bit forward. There we go. So yeah, it's something that I'm really excited for. As far as using the word Lego in the title, I've been told you can use it to explain a product or like explain the book or whatever. But I'll have to talk more with No Starch Press about that. That's one of the reasons why I went to them, is because they've had experience with this, and they probably have better knowledge than I do of the ins and outs of what's okay and what's not okay to release a Lego book, because they've done it multiple times and they've done it with multiple authors. And what's fun about that, in fact, is the authors they've done it with can be quote-unquote controversial. Like, there's one or two that have done it before. Why is this a one-studded white thing? I'm so confused right now. Like, this is supposed to be here, but there's an extra stud, and I can't really move this whole. Just move it. I don't know what's going on. It's like a magic trick that I can't I can't solve. I don't know what I'm missing from it. So weird. Because that should be a 4 wide space. Oh no, it's a 3 wide space. I gotta move everything back now. Yeah, sorry about the building aspect of this, but I'm happy that there's still a chatting aspect instead of just flat out building and nothing else going on. But no, yeah, No Starch Press has done books with several different authors and several different aspects of Lego. So the Cult of Lego is one of them you might have heard of. The Lego animation book. Forbidden Lego is the one I'm talking about that seems like the most quote-unquote controversial, because the idea of it is building Lego models that are usually discouraged. You know, like certain subjects or whatever that Lego itself wouldn't produce as a toy or as a product. So, you know, it shows you step-by-step instructions on how to build catapults or how to build a Lego gun, things like that. And I think that's fine and all. I haven't gotten the book yet, but I have nothing against it. But with my book, the controversy isn't about the subjects of, you know, here's what you can do with Lego. It's more about what history I talk about with Lego. And I'm sure some of you know where I'm going with this. You can probably think of a couple of examples I've either posted myself or reposted from someone else about that kind of thing. When you think of Lego controversies, some of them will go into that book. But I feel like there's going to be a gray area where it's like, okay, maybe we should leave that out. Like, I don't want to be in trouble with Lego for publishing this. And not that I'm doing it against their permission, because they never said you couldn't. I remember we were talking about this last night on Brick5's live stream. There aren't really good ways of explaining from Lego to the public if something is okay or not, you know? Like, for some part, it's just like, if something seems not okay, they'll just go outright and say it. But there's not really a guideline they've put publicly to say, this is okay and this is not okay. It's just kind of like you just take a chance with it, and if you gamble wrong, you find out. You'll see it removed, a cease and desist or something. I don't know. But yeah. So as far as the subjects I want to cover in the Lego book, I still want to make them somewhat friendly. That's another aspect of it, is, you know, how family friendly is this going to be? I don't want to go into like super controversy territory or anything like that. I'm just kind of like, here's just history of Lego I know about, and it's a little known fact that X and Y happened. It's not a way of putting down Lego. It's rather just, here's interesting information. The intent is to inform, not to dissuade, if you may. I would love to write more articles on that website too for my blog, Joe the Maniac. It should be listed in the description, far down in the description, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I like that. I was happy opening that up last year when I did Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 review, and since then, kind of inactive. But I've posted a couple more stuff more recently. They just be stuff that I may not completely talk about on Maniac 4 bricks, or if I do, it'd be some time before I get them done. Ah, there we go. That looks a lot better now. See, I'll jump back into the questions in just a moment. I need to scroll down the chat so I can see them. Ooh, almost forgot about this piece. There we go. Oh, the chat seems boring? Really? I'm sorry I'm not answering everything. Have you found the Ultrasonics showdown in your garage? Dave, I will tell you when I have. Because if I did, I'm not hiding it from you. I haven't really found it yet. I don't know where it wound up. It's very likely it's still in the garage. If I did, I would have told you like immediately. I would have like found it, snapped a picture of it, sent it, and yeah, it would be on your desk. Metaphorically desk. And I know that's something I'm supposed to hold for you. I know that according to Bricklink, you have stuff held for me, but I don't know what stuff it was. But I don't know. Could be wrong about that. Okay. Now we're making progress. This is probably like the most intensive build of it. After the cargo helicopter that's included in here. Because beyond that, there are a couple other base plates, but most of that's just for like, here's the idea of an airplane taking off or a helicopter dropping off goods or whatever. All right, now we got a plate. Yep, and we got a plate. Be sure it's in the right spot. Nope, it's not. I don't know what I did wrong, though. Oh, maybe this is the wrong piece. Yeah, this one's a little shorter than the other one. That explains it. Strange. Again, there's a very good chance that there are pieces missing from this set, and I'm not aware of them until I actually come across them. But yeah, it might be the case for that one. Because it's not over here. Yeah, that one was already used. Streaming in 9 minutes. Yeah, I could take a look. I mean, I could still build while that stream's going on. Jinblade, if you're good at designing a shirt, you can design a shirt for me. I am still trying to figure out Teespring, but most of it is like, I want to be sure I can actually draw this thing or design the shirt before I go on to websites to buy a copy. But if you have a better art experience than I do, be my guest. Try it out, and I'll see where it goes from there. All right, let's see now. Angry Dragon, nice to see you on here. Just log in your channel on another device and delete the stream, then it's canceled. I designed a shirt for me. Well, yeah, okay. Not saying anything bad about it. It wasn't bad. It was a good design. And it's like your icon, right? Like the way it's showing up on your channel, right? Yeah, I guess there's 2 pieces missing in here. I'm supposed to use. Hopefully not going to destroy the structure. Wait until like 10 minutes later in the stream. The whole thing just falls apart. Well, poop. Definitely going to have to hold up on top of this. So, consider myself jinxed. Like double jinxed. There you go. Yeah, take your time with it. The book, I'm hoping... The book is like the priority right now. And funds for Philly. Hashtag funds for Philly. The book is my priority personally right now, so that I have enough of it ready to go and I can get it out by Philly. at best. The other stuff, it'll take me some time, but it's something I expect to take time. Like with the eBay auctions, I usually list them as like, oh, a couple days, and then the bidding will actually begin. Because that's what happens. Most people will start bidding when it's near the time that it's up, so they can get a better chance at it. But yeah, I am still trying to go through a couple other LEGO sets. I tore apart a lot of LEGO City, as you might have seen a day or two ago. So it seems like a bunch of them were complete from when I was looking over them. And I'm sure that I can get a couple of those sets out, maybe a couple others beyond that. Just need to figure out if there's anything major that's missing that I need to correct. What is the piece ID for your six fix torso? Just 1 second. I will find that for you now. Once I put this table onto here. I know it didn't attach. One way that makes it easy for me to find something on Bricklink, like ND or part number or whatever, I think that it's been in. So for me right now, I'm thinking of the Time Tunnelator. That is one of the sets that carries the minifig with my torso. I'm going to minifig, I'm going to inventory. So the number is 973P28C01. I'm going to throw that into the chat. Get a better look at it. The wind is crazy in my area because it's been snowing. Like, snow has been going every which way throughout the day. I did actually have a video that I was planning to put up today, but I don't know if most of it seems like it's recorded. I might still have to do a little bit more editing for it. It's actually a video about my least favorite things or unpopular opinions or something like that with Lego, or just building with Lego in general. Not necessarily anything wrong with how Lego handles their stuff, or solely Lego of how they handle their stuff, because some of it is to blame for other companies involved with them. But I think it'll be a fun video. I think it'll be good for discussion. Because there's like a couple things here and there I've noticed that are like, this could have been done better. Or this doesn't have to be so this, like, I don't know how to describe it. If you were following on my Twitter earlier today, it probably was the better example of how it's going out. I did put one of the things from the video in a tweet. So there you go. It was because I put up a thing earlier that was about like unpopular opinions. Like for every like, I'm trying to remember what it was. It was like for every like, I will give one unpopular opinion or something like that. And it's like I saw somebody else do this. It seems fun, and other people seem to agree with it. So I guess it's not too unpopular. Yeah, there's a bunch of pieces in between here I will fix up later, or try to locate later. I know I could have easily just done like the parts list for this, but I wanted to do a little live build, have something to show for it. I figured out how to stream. Nice. Yep, thank you, Greg. Not Greg. I'm thinking of someone else. Thank you, Dave, for being patient. Sorry I called you Greg. New t-shirt. Sorry I called you Greg. Hashtag maniac for confused. I actually do find it funny that people are catching on to the maniac for, and then you insert something in there, like a thing I've done, or something that happened. Because there was like maniac for glitches with like the live streaming, or maniac for live streams because I've been doing them frequently now. I don't know. I like the idea because I kind of encouraged it long ago with the maniac 4 boxes. the idea of, you know, hey, I'm collecting a lot of boxes, so you would think I'm really into them. Oh, dang it. I don't know why I missed that earlier. That's going to be hard to fit in now. The area that was a phone booth for this airport is supposed to have these two 1x1 bricks on top of each other. Maniac for crashes. Greg! Nice to see you here. Hey, if you still need to hang out with your family, don't let me stop you. I'll probably be running for a while. But, yeah. Nice to see you here. Maniac for glitches. Yep, there you go. Break a check. I made a stream event for 5 p.m. PST. Want to join? BFAP is already going. Maniac for Brick Attack. I would like to try that, but I don't have a kid. I don't have a Mrs. Brick Attack either. I don't have a Roxy Bear. I don't have chickens. So I'd have to fake a lot of stuff to be. You know what? I'll do it like in some of those skit videos that I do, where I pretend to be two different people, or my evil twin or whatever comes into play. Well, that shouldn't have happened. See, this is exactly what I said before when I said, oh, those pieces are missing. Oh, I'll only worry about it like 10 minutes from now. You can imagine if it actually was 10 minutes later, like to the T. Anywho, I'd have to like fake a whole bunch of things. Like, I'd probably have to shave. I'd have to shave my head and pretend to be Brick Attacked. I definitely have to shave to be Clark because, you know, I don't think Clark is growing any beards yet. He's growing, but he's not growing that fast. Would I have to pretend to be a dog? I don't know. Hey, Spirit Particles. Nice to see you here. The stuff I've placed to be hold on you are parts from my Dave Frost fic. Oh, right. I remember now. Thank you for reminding me about that. Honestly, this airport is pretty nice. I haven't actually built a Lego airport set before. That's always the funny thing when it's like I go through all kinds of Lego stuff for different ages of Lego things. You would think I've done a little bit of everything. Nope. I've never been to Legoland. I've been to, I guess the closest thing would be like the Legoland Discovery Centers, but never the theme parks. I know kids. I've had kids in my classes that have gone to Legoland before I have, and I'm like, just kind of jealous. I'm not gonna say it. Oh, almost. Okay. Yeah, there are definitely pieces missing to here. I'll jot them down and pick them up at a later point. But no worries. Most of the structure is there, so I'm happy for that. As this part bows inward. Back, the live stream didn't go well. Oh, that's a bummer. Take it. Wait. This is one that went away. Fake it until you make it, as they say. Yeah, that's true. Nice multitasking there. I don't want Mrs. Brick Attack to be mad at you, though. Or, I really did think it was funny when you said that I am one of the more sane people that was on the live stream today. Because it's like, but my name is Maniac for Bricks. You would think I'm probably crazy or aware that I'm crazy. Crazy. I just said crazy with a W instead of an R. Things like that, you know? I don't know. That's what I find fun about it. Some people may remember Saniac 4 Bricks. My made-up name for my sister when she was on live stream once or twice. Kind of like just because she was passing in the room, not because she wanted to be on it. But like I was talking with something else. I was talking with someone else in the room passing by, and people were wondering who that was, and I said that's Saniac 4 Bricks. My sister is definitely more sane than I am, so take that as you may. What is the number of the set your Sig Figs torso comes in? It's in multiple sets. Basically, any 90s town set, you're going to definitely find it once or twice. You can look in several Time Cruiser sets, Time Twisters as well. because they're the same theme, just different names of the factions in them. Like, you know, Castle has different factions. There are, I'm trying to think. The one I originally got it from was a soccer set called the Grandstand with scoreboard, I believe. Let me see. 22 sets, 17 minifigs. Well, a couple of sets are repeats, but yeah. You could look through a whole bunch of sets. I'm going to throw a link down into the chat so you get an idea. Oh, wait, I can't do that. I forgot. Some links just don't work. All right, so if you want a specific set, we'll try 6495. 6495. There we go. Because that was the one that I got the... when I looked it up before trying to find the design number, that's what it was from. Hey, Master Chef. Nice name. Airline. A very bold sign. Bold new taste. I'm an Algebra 2 trig. I'm trying to read the chat while putting a piece on here. So if you saw my hand hovering for a bit, that's why. I was like, come on, fit. I'm an Algebra 2 trig. Today my class got 3-sided worksheets. Finished 1.5 pages. Nice. Good work. I can't say I would have gone through that much that fast. Algebra 2 trig. I may have just done... I may have done Algebra 2 in high school. I don't remember exactly. It's all kind of a blur. Even though it's like a couple of years ago. 5 years ago. Something like that. There's so much thrown at a person at once in school. It's hard to actually retain it. It's like, okay, just remember this. I probably won't need it after this test. Vaguely after the test. Says the guy who wants to be a teacher. It's okay. The road. Ah, there we go. I was trying to figure out where that piece went. All right. We are making headway here. There's not a lot of pieces left. And like I said before, I don't seem to add on a lot of pieces. Like I said before, this is on this part. You're going to need a banner there. Banister. There we go. We got antenna. We're going to need a radar dish. Hey, Lego Team Builder. And the answer is no. I know the question before I say the answer. Seems a little slow on my side. I don't know if it's slow for you guys trying to watch the stream, but from where I am trying to watch it back, it seems like it's moving slowly. I mean, I know that the camera quality is not great, but I don't know if it's that or the internet or all three or more. All right. Do you have some SDCC minifigure? I do not. I don't have any San Diego Comic-Con figures. I don't plan to get any, and I'm better off without them. Basically, if I had them, they would go into the selling pile. I'm not one to collect them. I know other people that would love to collect them more than I do. Probably yourself among them. Oh, right. It must be in here. Yeah, that's where that other piece for the antenna was. Oh, there's a couple more wheels in here. I guess I'll add those on later. There it is. Good. I'm trying to figure out that one for the radar. Yeah, I don't really plan to collect those at any point. Not because of the expense, but because they're just not interesting to me. When it comes to superheroes, I just collect the ones that I come across. Like, if I like the set, I'll buy the set. And then I put the minifigs up. That's it. There's really no complexity. There's only rare times where I actually want like a certain minifig or a certain variant of a minifig or superheroes or otherwise. But all in all, it's just what I come across. Let the palm tree appear. I got some flowers. Oh, that's where the windsock goes. On the other side. I was wondering that before. You have to become Maniac for Bricks #1 fan. How do you be a mod? Oh, that's why? How to be a mod. Basically, if I trust you enough, if we've talked for a good bit, and there's really no real requirements. There's more of a just kind of a judgment call on my part. That way I can say, this is somebody that I think can stick around the streams for quite some time. They'll understand what it takes to be a mod and use it properly. You don't want to abuse the power or anything like that. And just be fun to chat with. Like, have a good time. Oh, nice. Glad you got the stop motion done. I just bought 2 more Black Panther sets just for the track. Yeah, I've debated on that Black Panther set because it was like, well, it would be nice to get those track pieces, but that's the only thing I'd really buy it for. The rest of the pieces in there don't really appeal to me. They just kind of go into a pile. But I know that everybody wants that track. I do. I just think there might be something better coming along. #creator. Whatever it's called. The pirate coaster. I think they'll be better for it. So here we have the airport. Pretty sturdy model. I mean, even despite missing a couple pieces here and there that need to go into it. Maybe a few extras in here I didn't add on yet, but not ones I missed in the instructions from what I recall. A lot of 90 sets had this kind of style to it, though, with like one part, another part jutting out, have these little things hanging over. Yeah, not bad. I do like how it has a little walkway to go over here to the helipad. I do like that there's, 2 driveways. It's not a lot of space on the inside. It's like a good amount of space over here, but not a lot to do. They have like a couple of lockers, but that's pretty cool. And I think Alex Nunes did something recently where he revamped the set, put in a new airport mock in his town, or city, I should say, and used these in the same sort of fashion. He also had a little scanner for the cargo. And also have the little table over here. The phone booth, pretty nice idea. Yeah, not bad. Also another eating area up here too. I like that there's actually a little gap in here, because there would be like that in a real airport with having a like a little overhang, like you kind of see people walking in and out, but not really a food court. That's one thing I'm kind of like, what about this set? It's like there's nowhere to actually purchase the food. Although you probably would have people around that serve food. As far as the other components, I didn't get that one complete, missing a couple pieces, and I think there's another, like a couple of these go onto it. There's a lot of 1x1s that are just for the runway. This one, I believe, goes into the plane, the cargo plane, rather. Maniac, how many power miner sets do you have? Almost all of them. I know that I'm missing the poly bags. Let me take a look real quick which ones I'm missing. I know that I have a lot of the mainstream ones. A lot of the ones that came out just regularly. I did have the underground mining station at one point, but then I traded it away. I may get that at some point. According to Bricklink, there are 24 power miner sets. There, one of them they count as a product collection, so that doesn't really matter. There are 6 of them. No, 5 of. Yeah, 6 of them here listed as polybags. I don't have any polybags, but they're not hard to reassemble. Like they're really basic pieces, nothing exclusive to them. So I'll probably do it that way. There is one other super pack, so I'm not going to count that. So that brings us down to what? 6 minus 1 minus 1. That's 8. 16 sets total. So I'm missing, rather, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. No, 6 of them. Now I'm only missing 6 of the set, so that means I have 10. We're doing math on this live stream now. I mean, somebody was doing math earlier with the algebra too, so yeah, why not? So I have 10 of the Power Miner sets, and honestly, it's a good handful. I'm really happy to have them together, and I'm hoping that at some point I will put them up on the shelf so I have like a nice display with it. I know Jang Bricks is doing something currently with a mining area in his town or in his city. I'm not going to do that right now since I have the Mars mission that kind of accounts for the mining aspect. But I figure the next thing I would go up there will be Wild West and or Pirates. That's the plan right now. I just have to see what other Mars mission sets I haven't built yet, and I could fit up there and maybe rearrange them a little bit so I can have a nice video to go through them. Then see where we go from there. Like as far as, because Pirates and Wild West, I don't have a lot of sets for either one. A couple more for Pirates than Wild West. And I figured that would be a good way to display as like older kind of 90s themes that just seem to go together. You know, like when you think of that decade, you think of those sets. You think of like the older Pirates. Yeah, I don't know if many people think about like the newer Pirates the same way, but I like the newer ones. They were good. Maniac for math. Yes. I can send you a pic of one. I found an exclusive polybag. Oh, nice. Yeah, you could send it. You got all the social media links in the description. I won't be able to stream. Okay. Oh, I see. So this cargo can fit in the back of the helicopter or the other side of it like that. That's not bad. I mean, I guess there's also like the door back here. This helicopter is actually pretty nice. Like it has a good amount of storage options, even though it's only holding like one guy in here. Maybe 2 at best. But it would be a very tight second person to fit in there. Let's see now. I could probably... Okay, those are kind of falling out of whack. Now maybe that one's just extra, because there was only one of that in there. So yeah, we got this all together. We got gas. Got the luggage cart. We got a bunch of minifigs. I know some of them have the wrong pieces, but at least I have them all here-ish at least. Yeah, not bad. Definitely a set I've seen a couple times around when it comes to these this age of sets, and it's like, I guess people like this one, or it was somewhat popular. But it's a decent set. All right, and aside from that, we have the tower, we have the airplane. Those are off to the side. I'm gonna have another slice of pizza for a completion of this. Well, going through the steps at least. I'll still talk with you guys in the chat. Hope you're able to join any future streams then. Yeah, that'll be good. Everybody loves the radio show. It's incredible. Do you see what I'm using it for? I posted it on Instagram last night. I think I missed that. I'm gonna have to look back for that on Instagram. Tonight from 8 to 10 p.m. Be there! Be there! As for those who don't remember or have not seen, there was a radio ad in Lego Island, the PC game, for the racetrack. It was like, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, racing cars. Come on down to the Lego racetrack for some deconstruction. It was all great. Brings on all comers, funny cars. These cars are so funny, they'll actually make you laugh. Lego Raceway Speedway. The actions. Oh, this is the part that I meant before. The action going so fast, you'll deconstruct. Be there! It sounds so much better. There are actual scripts for Lego Island on YouTube. I did not do the best impression of it, but I do love them. I love it, like, just listening through them again, like even if I'm not playing the game. It's hilarious. I love the way everything was written because it really had like a lot of the Lego humor you see nowadays with all kinds of promotion and video games and even the TV show to some extent derived from earlier Lego stuff like that. Like self-aware about being Lego pieces, puns every so often, just like nonsense, but fun nonsense. It's great. Call me wearing the nostalgia goggles if you want to. Fair enough. You got mail. Mini Brick Productions invites you to a stream tonight at 8 p.m. EST. Well, so be it. I'll try to... Crazy Wookie joins in the chat. I can open up another set, and hopefully we get it done in half an hour. And if not, I'll just build it through the stream. So, yeah, we'll call things at 8. Does anyone have any questions for me? You're always welcome to ask them. But I didn't know if there was anything on your mind. Even the question is, why are you so dang inconsistent? I don't mind that. It's like, okay, it's a little bit rude, but you're right. I don't aim to be inconsistent. Although the maniac mantra of my channel name might dictate that, because it's like, well, nothing's really going right. The way a maniac would think. Okay, I send the pic to you. Through what means? Oh, I see now, through Instagram. Gotcha. I'm just waiting for it to pull up. How do you feel about Jinblade 8304? No, he seems like a cool guy, like he's really ambitious. I don't, there's something good to that. No, honestly, you're a cool guy. I'm have fun hanging out with you, and we get to talk, and it's yeah, nice polybag here. All right, so as far as Jinblade, cool guy. He does ask about himself. I think he just really needs to look into what he wants to do and not always have to worry about what others think of him. According to Brickatags, apparently he asks multiple times about himself on his streams. I don't know. I'm not saying it's a narcissistic thing or anything like that. Everybody always wants to know if they're doing things right or doing things good. But you're doing fine. You're doing just fine. Ooh. Oh, we got some classic Lego in here. Real classic. I just have to figure out what number bags they are. He must have internet again. Yay! I see Bricksmith. I saw something earlier about him doing a test stream, so at least he's back on. Like something about like he cut off the Wi-Fi or the Wi-Fi got cut off from him. I don't know. Oh, okay. 4956. That's a lot of red. That's a lot of red slips. There's a train station in here I could try to build, but I don't know how quickly that's going to be done or how big of a train station it is. I think one of these train stations might be... It's definitely like a city train station, not like one of the Brickstar ones. Ooh, we got Chuckle Melon here, apparently. I'm gonna have to look through the numbers to see which bag's which, though. I'm gonna pass on that for now. What do you think about Master Chef? He seems like a nice guy. I don't have any gripes with him. Yeah, so we're gonna try this one out then. This is 7997. Seems like a decent train station too, even for its time. Again, I've never actually built a Lego train station. I rarely have Lego trains, but I really want to get the Lego trains I do have fitting into the town. Oh, wait. 349 Swiss Chalet? I think that's what the name is here. It looks like it's this bag. And is it like another bag here? 1620. That's for the chocolate. That goes over there. 349. Apparently my phone is blowing up tonight. I don't know what's going on. What do you think about Tree of Ore? Everybody in this stream is self-conscious. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Tree of Ore, you've been on the streams for quite a couple times, and you're nice to hang out with. You've been good. A lot of people have been good. And I don't mean that with any sarcasm or anything attached. It's just like, we haven't had any problem. Oh, no. Oh, don't give me that. Oh, I just found another sheet of instructions here. 4956 Creator House. I would so want to build that, but I don't know what all the bags are. They might be in here. I just don't know what's numbered what. Oh, your thoughts on Ninja Master. Ninja Master 1209 is pretty cool. I definitely like to see him again. Ooh, another train station. Oh, this is an older one. Like, much older one. Like the ones where they have like the rails you have to assemble yourself kind of train station. 7822. I'm going to hold off on that one. I'm sure there's going to be some parts missing and some parts hard to build around. 4956. Where did oh, that's back right here. Never mind. I rarely self-advertise on Brick Attack, if at all. Okay, so I don't know what he meant earlier. Greg, what are you spitting? I don't know what he was talking about when he said that you apparently bring yourself up on the streams. I don't know what that meant. Okay. Now I gotta sort out every bag that is not related to 7997, the train station. That is what I'm doing right now. Go team more building. And if you don't see me building here, I don't know if I'll be building on another stream, but I'll be building in the background at least. 7997. 7997. Nope. That's the Creator House. Nope, that's the old train station. Oh, those are actually the stickered pieces. Nice. So that, leave it over there. Okay. 797, see you. And 822 that's over there. 822 that's over there. And 822 that's over there. 7822 rather. Lego Team Vlogs and Lego Team Builder. The crossover of the century. Yeah, it's good. 7822. Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Wait, is my camera going out? I just saw something about that on the stream. Because that's a weird thing. I saw that happen last night, but I don't know exactly what it was. If it was like unplugging for some reason. My laptop right now, it's supposed to have 3 USB ports. But the problem is I can use one of them. For some reason, the other two over time don't respond when it comes to having things plugged in. So the only one that I have right now is used for the webcam that you're seeing. Focus on Lego or something else. I like plushies. I like plushies too. I don't collect them per se, but like every so often I'll pick up some. Oh, Brick Attack meant as a joke. Okay. I occasionally get Thomas and Friends, the wooden tracks or the trains to go with them. I definitely picked up a couple over the years. Like I used to play with them as a kid for a bunch of times. And even Brio, I think it's another wooden track system. Very, very compatible. There's some more recently that I got, like Diesel 10. I got the 60th anniversary Percy just because it was available and it was rather cheap. I got Lady. I'm really happy to have Lady from the Magic Railroad. Trying to think who else. There's definitely a couple like standard ones that I'm missing, like Gordon, like Edward, like I can't remember. I know I have James. I know I have Percy. I know I have Thomas. Thomas could get some work. I think you probably need like another version or two because I might have one. It's more like birthday related or something. I don't remember exactly. I'd love to set up a Thomas track, even for temporary purpose. I collect Hot Wheels as well. I definitely have a whole bunch of play sets for Hot Wheels I have not opened yet. Tracks all over the place. Lots of different cars. I definitely collect the cars because there are really cool designs on them. Maniac, let me get my other friends. Your other Lego teen friends. It sounded like he was joking. I wouldn't take a great offense to that if I were you. Am I phone again? What I'm also happy about with my new phone is that it's 64 gigs, which I know a lot of people is like, oh, everybody has that. Well, for a while, my phone was not at 64 gigs. It was like, it went from 8 to 16, and now 64. I'm like, oh my gosh, I could do so much more with this thing. I could actually keep my apps and not have to delete them when I have to download something like an update. That happened a couple times. My mom is just sending me a Star Trek meme that says, not only is that illogical, that's just stupid. That's something we were talking about earlier. Yo, teen music. Oh my gosh, there's a Lego teen music. Is this going to be like Bricketech chair, Bricketech microphone, Bricketech hat collection? I'm surprised there was a hat collection account now. And I know that all these are not actually by Greg himself. They're just ones that fans like you guys have created. So, good on you. It's a lot of time on your hands you could use for something else. Give me 1 second and we'll start building. Are you going to do a live stream tomorrow? I'm going to be out most of the day tomorrow. So if I do a live stream, it'd have to be late in the evening like I am now. Unless the weather subsides, or if the weather subsides, I will be out most of the day tomorrow. If it doesn't, I'll be more likely to be indoors and probably will do a live stream tomorrow. Maybe I can build some of those brick heads that I got a while ago and haven't done anything with them yet. I still have to put together my sig fig brick head though. I have most of it built on digital, so I know what parts I need to find, but I still need to figure out where all those parts are. I'm still like 5 steps behind the community for anything. True that. Lego Hyper Teen Gaming and Tech. So right now, we're going to build 7997 is a Lego City train station. Kind of a smaller one compared to others, but still substantial enough to get the point across. Well, I welcome you to having your first stream on the channel. At some point, maybe I'll do a building stream of all the pirate sets, or rebuilding the Western sets. But that'll be long after. Like, I'm kind of on backlog when it comes to doing some videos. Even though I'm still getting out roughly one a day, there are plenty of them that I'm like, well, I still need to do this before I do that, before I make this video. Like, I meant to do a video that's on Lego Agents of the ones that I've collected. And then after that was going to be Aqua Raiders and Atlantis, spread apart, different times or whatever. And then I could move along to Mars Mission. That's kind of the idea of the top shelf, and that shelf area is that each of the themes that go there are ones that I've collected over time. Thank you, Mini Brick. I'll be happy to join it. Hey, Lego Freak, welcome back. I really don't know why you want to be a moderator. I don't know what the big deal is. I do it because I send it for people that I know will do it right and won't abuse it. And if, like, no, it's okay. I still have videos to edit as well. Greg was here earlier, but I know he's multitasking, so he probably cut me out at some point. Fair enough, you know. I'm not offended by any means. It's a nice little tile there that says Lego City. It's a sticker though, so maybe it's better that Greg left because there's a lot of stickers in this set. Like for what I'm looking at right now, I found a couple of stickers here and there. I don't know if he's doing the radio show because I didn't see a notification for that. Guys, if you want to know when a live stream is going to happen, like instead of just popping in and not knowing exactly when the live stream starts or you're waiting for a live stream to start, click the bell icon. And I'm not saying for my channel, but for any channel on YouTube. It's a way of sending you notifications immediately on your phone, on your computer. It's good, but it's what the subscribe button should have already been doing. If they merged the two together, we'd have a fun time. It'd be nice and easy, but YouTube isn't quite that simple. But yeah, that button definitely helps if you want to know when a live stream is about to happen, if a new upload is there. That's how some people get to the video and type first in the comments below before the video even begins. It's like, wow, you really spent some time watching that video for 30 seconds out of 16. Now, there's the sarcasm I was looking for. I'm actually going to skip the first part of this build that has a pushcart, and I'm going to go straight to the train station proper. What, are you kidding me? I just realized that in this set, they have one of these types of pieces, but it'd have like a stud on the bottom of it, like an older pole type of piece. They're ones that you use to hold the track pieces together, and then the instructions, they encourage you to throw them away. Those are legit Lego pieces. Not even like the modern railroad ties. Hope it doesn't get kicked again. Yeah, I hope not. Waiting for the internet to come back. Well, I hope it goes well. Yeah, I really don't know why. I mean, that's the thing. I've been a moderator on different people's streams, but I'm not always moderating people. I'm not telling you gotta get out or you're gonna be blocked or whatever. Like, I try to play it more conservative and try to be like, okay, well, maybe this is bad, but I'm not going to say anything yet until I see if others that are also moderators work with it. So Lego Team Builder, so Lego Freak, I'm not trying to give you more work, but I think you'll have a judgment call that'll outdo mine. Because I don't want to send out somebody by accident, like if it wasn't really that offensive or anything like that in the stream. Or if it's not offensive, then like, desperate for attention, if you may. Not that everyone's like that, but you know, it's a hard thing to judge. Rilo Bricks, welcome back. We will be leaving in about 10 minutes. I will continue the building over on Mini Brick Productions. Whether or not I'm there in the audience or I'm in the live chat, whatever happens, happens. But I'm just gonna keep building this. But I'm glad we went through the steps for most of the airport. I got about half of it done tonight, half of it done last night, and it's still pretty good progress. So there's definitely more of the ClutchBuild that I will be doing in the future. There are a couple other boxes of sets that I need to go through. Be sure they have pieces that are, you know, putting the set together, and let them know what pieces are missing. Because for those who are wondering, that's what ClutchBuild means. It means I made up this name about something I'm doing as a favor for someone, and yeah, and turning it into a live stream topic, a way to build on the live stream itself. I can invite you on Hangouts. Just send me your email. My email is on the About section. I think mine's on the About section of my channel too. I'll have to go back and check, but correct me if I'm wrong. It might be there. Dead Channel, what's up? Happy April Fools for all those channels are mine. It's March. I don't know Maniac for memeing. Yeah. I mean, I was going to send out a tweet earlier today about the memeing I was going to do in a future video, so yeah. Fair point. I didn't realize we were going for 2 hours now. Not bad. And I know things need to be better as far as quality and stuffs. God, these instructions, they're in a really bulky book. Like, all these pages stapled together, and it's kind of hard to go through it because the pages, the way that they're stapled, are upside down for every step, or almost every step. It's enough that I'm getting dizzy trying to move it around. Is this old dark gray? I don't know. Here's one of the gripes I have about Lego sets. I can't wait to publish that video and explain it further. One of my gripes about Lego sets when it comes to building them. The instructions are not always clear on what is a black piece and what is a dark bluish gray piece, or even a dark gray piece. Because here's an example. I'd like everyone to see the comments below. Comment down below if you can tell what the 1x4 in step number 5 is. Is it black or is it dark bluish gray? And I know the camera quality isn't really helping it, but try your best with it. Try your best to make it out. Yeah, my email is listed in the description, so yeah, that should be good. I'll see if I can bring it a bit closer. I'm kind of tight for space here. But can you figure out if that's black or dark bluish gray? I figured out now what it is. I'm angry that it's hard to tell apart. I would prefer if there was some better way of it being printed, and I know part of the struggle is, oh, these are printed from some other website or whatever. It would have still appeared relatively close to that in the official instructions, though. Hey, Kellen! Nice to see you here. And glad you like the airport set. On the side, I'm building a, whatchamacallit? A train station set. I've dump out more pieces from this bag so I can actually go through them. But we'll make headway yet. I'm actually hoping that for the beach town, I don't know exactly what the new format is going to be. I may restart it again so that I can put a track in there and I can have that running around as like a passenger train or something. That's the tentative plan for right now, but I'm trying to figure out how that's going to work. My expectation is I need to still have the beach in there because it's a beach town. It can't. It's very hard to talk about a beach town without a beach. But I want to be sure that the track has enough room. I want to be sure it balances out with the roads and also balances out with the what do you call it? Balances out with the buildings. Like I would be okay if the road subsided a bit to allow room for buildings, because I'm more into buildings than cars and such. I could still fit them around, but I don't think it's going to be as big a deal, and I'm not going for 100% accuracy. I don't have the space for that. All right, Lego Team Builder, I'll talk to you later. And Jin Blade, I'll talk to you later as well. Well, Callan, I think you know the guy that has more sets from this era to talk to about that. Excuse me. The Makan building is a park with a walkway to the beach. That's a nice idea. I like that. I've definitely seen that in real life and in people's Lego mocks, or even just Lego town updates they've done. That's a cool idea. If you make a video about it, I'll be happy to watch. Like sometimes they'll just have like a big wall that separates between the beach and the city behind it. So that way, like it's kind of a safety wall. I don't know the exact term for it, but I have seen that before. But yeah, I like that idea. I don't know if that's something I could really put in. The closest I could have is a walkway that goes over dunes, which I still need to actually build the dunes. I have to build them the same way they're built down the shore with me. Yeah, tune into that. Oh, it's not mini brick. My email is going to the comment section, and once you get it and send it, so I can delete it, won't get that spam. So yeah, should check in the comments or check in the chat right now. It should be in there. I don't know why the camera keeps going in and out of working. I don't know why any piece of technology goes in and out of working. Oh wow, this is going to be a lot of space here. I might even have to move things over to the computer for the instructions. That's something I like doing. Is like if I don't have enough space, or I'd rather keep the space for the Lego, I'll move the instructions to the computer. Like find them digitally, pull them up, and then build through them. So that way I could just tap to the next step. It'll be a lot easier to read them. It's not a bad idea. I just need to get through a few more things on here to be sure I can do that. And I also want to keep the screen up right now just to find the other thing. All right, now you're leaving now. Okay, see you later, Ginblade. All right, so I'm going to assume Mini Brick got the email sent, so I deleted it from the chat. SpongeBob going to the beach. I might throw a SpongeBob reference in there at some point, perhaps. That might be a cool idea. I definitely have enough SpongeBob that I could throw a SpongeBob reference onto my beach town setup. One thing I've wanted to do for some time, but I know I don't have the space for it, is build a Lego drive-thru. And even not even a big one, but like even if it's those kinds of drive-thrus where it's like you can't actually go into the building because the building's just for the cooking part, like a Sonic or something, where it's like you can go around the drive-thru and get your food, or you park next to the place and order it from a machine. Do I like Halo? Not much. I've only really ever played Halo 2. And not that I'm against the other ones or anything like that, but that's just the only one I've had access to. But I definitely had a lot of fun when playing it. Both the campaign and the multiplayer. Didn't play online, just local. I prefer local more than online when it comes to multiplayer in general. So I used to have a time where if I mentioned Xbox in any of my videos, people would ask me for an Xbox Live, like to add me on there. And it's like, why? I don't use it. And I don't... There are the people that I didn't even know. Like, they just came onto the channel for practically the first time commenting, and I don't think I'm going to give them an Xbox Live thing. Plus, I'm not even that good on Xbox Live. Compared to other people, I have tried playing on there before with Call of Duty. Back when Modern Warfare 2 came out, I was not good at it at all. So, yeah, probably better off not that way. Oh, the Mass Effect series. I haven't gotten into them, but I'm kind of interested. I'm glad that you're enjoying it, though. What's a campaign used that way? Now I got stuck. Now I got stuck in your head. That's great. Oh, okay. The stream is starting now. All right. So I'm gonna throw one more thing onto the build, and I'll get to show what I've done. There's part of it that I've done so far, and I believe this also attaches to the track. Have the right spacing for it. That's not even. So this is what I've done already. Just some of the foundation for it. But I will be going off and joining Mini Brick Productions on his stream. So I may still be building on there, on the camera. I still have to figure out the camera situation here. I do at one point want to test my Android to see how that streams compared to an iPhone. Like connection-wise and everything like that. But for now, I'm just going to stick with the Logitech. I know it's not the best, but it gets some job done. So there's that. We'll see you next time with more LEGO videos, more LEGO live streams. I will have a video coming up soon about Friday's vlog. And see you on the other stream if you're going to be there. So let me just close things out. I did not actually prep for that. Nice. That's really good for getting the games $2 or $3. No, it was $2 at GameStop. That's a really good deal.